and welcome to another episode of Off to See the Ghosties. Now, for this episode, this was a very unique situation here. So, I went off to see the ghosties of the Sorrel-Weed house, which is great and probably should have been our first episode considering the Sorrel-Weed house is literally this YouTube channel. So, here we are. Now, for this episode, this also was unique because I didn't investigate the house. Instead, upon request of our guests and our viewers, I frequently had been asked, well, did you ever actually spend the night here? Not investigate. No, we're not talking about equipment or anything. We're talking spend the night as in literally sleep. Try to sleep here and see what happens by yourself. And the answer was always no, for a couple different reasons. One of them being, it just doesn't seem appropriate to sleep at your work. And also, everyone that I know of, by way of the history of the house that has actually slept here, either died here or couldn't actually successfully sleep here for various reasons. So I decided, okay, we're gonna do this. Initially, I was gonna try sleeping in different portions of the house, but then I decided it was kind of just gonna be a lot for me. So instead, what I'm doing is this is gonna be a multi-part situation where every few months we're gonna put this out. So for this first one, what we decided to do would have me sleep on the main floor. It's gonna be divided into sections. So this first one covers everything main floor: your study, your foyer, your women's parlor, your men's parlor, and your dining room. Now the dining room, I'll be honest with you, is not included in this video because it is said to be the least active room on the entire property. And nothing happened, so I didn't include it. But we did have some things happen in the other areas, so I also have it divided for the video to cover each section of me trying to sleep, setting up equipment, checking on equipment. I also had an EVP recorder going next to me, which I was actually sleeping on this couch, so on the table that my phone is sitting on, covering everything that was going on. So in case I did fall asleep, we would hopefully be able to get some things. And I definitely think we had a fair amount of activity. Oddly enough, I was using about 15 different pieces of equipment, which I know it's not supposed to be investigation, but I figured there's no harm in setting equipment up while I'm trying to sleep, just to alert me if anything comes anywhere near me while I'm trying to sleep. And our spirits are extremely intelligent. Not as in they're an intelligent haunting that is capable of interacting with modern day living people, but as in, no, they are smart. Throughout this entire investigation evening of me trying to sleep, despite all the equipment that I had scattered throughout this entire floor, I only had 1 or 2 pieces of equipment go off the entire evening. Which is just astonishing that they managed to avoid every single booby trap that I set up. So props to them, round of applause. Well played, ghosts. But I did still get some stuff nonetheless. So jumping into it, we're gonna go into the rundown of the women's parlor, the men's parlor, the study, and the foyer, as well as my EVP recorder session and everything that I thought was noteworthy and worth documenting on that as well. So let's have a look, shall we? Tapping noise. She's in her room parlor is now flickering since I walked in. It's invisible, but it's going very heavy strobe. Never mind, it's not.
This is Amber Doe, tormenting myself at 11:08 p.m. My first official walk-in of the Sorrel-Weed house. I've already had stuff happen. I heard a loud crash upstairs. I've already had equipment go off. I'm currently sitting in the women's parlor. Wish me luck. If I don't make it, the funeral is 5 p.m. on Tuesday. Someone's touching my foot. Someone is definitely touching my foot. My right foot that's closest to the side, it's like someone's trying to tickle my foot and freak me out. It's kind of like this. Yo, please stop. Oh my God. Yo. Okay. I rubbed my foot and told them to stop, and my foot feels fine. However, I think the chandelier lights dimmed a little bit. Everything's being awfully quiet now. I had like 3 different brim pods going off at the same time. And now you mean to tell me that the house isn't even haunted anymore? Everyone just left because I panicked. There's a tapping noise from the hallway. They're making me eat my words. Alright, I'm shutting up. My bad. Sorry. That's what I get for saying something. There's a cold breeze on my left cheek. I heard a noise, but I couldn't pinpoint the location. Kind of sounded like a staircase, maybe? I really wish I had my teddy bear. Something's touching the top of my foot. I can't stop. Tap balls. Can you trigger the cat ball? Either of the cat balls in this room? Or if there's anyone on this floor, can you trigger the piece? Tapping noise, I think in the gentleman's parlor? I think the chandelier just flickered. Tapping noise in the hallway. Tapping noise from somewhere. Could be nothing, but I got a stabbing pain with my lip, like it was getting pierced with a needle. Lower lip. Tapping noise in the foyer. Heard tapping noise. Chandelier woman parlor is now flickering since I walked in. It's in both of them, and it's going very heavy strobe. I got reminded it stopped. There's the tapping of the piece of furniture in the corner again. Oh, got the chills, and like something touched my neck and it sent a jolt down my spine. Physically got the chill and shook. tapping noise on a piece of furniture in the study. I'm getting oddly used to the knocking noises on furniture. If you guys are trying to get my attention, you're gonna have to up your antics, apparently. I'm becoming quite relaxed. They're flickering the lights now. Well played. I don't know. I think that was this study this time. I think that was the flame. Living's parlor, corner piece of furniture. Sensor went off in the study.
So I don't know about you guys, but I actually thought that was interesting, especially with the number of knocking and tapping, different things touching furniture pieces, because in an old house, there's gonna be some creaks here and there. It's gotta be the quote of, oh, it's just the house settling, which in some of those cases, yeah, that's probably a likely possibility. But there were dozens upon dozens of these knocks throughout the entire main floor, as well as some stuff upstairs that I could kind of pinpoint. And not just from like the floor shifting, but also for furniture pieces as well. So I don't think every single one of those knocks could have been just the floor settling. I feel like I was kind of a tad bit over the top with it. And for the EVP that I caught, I heard a yes when I asked my questions. That's just my 2 cents. Feel free to add your own input on any of that stuff as well. Anything that I may have missed when I was reviewing the footage. Obviously, there was hours upon hours of footage for me to go through. So there's likely possibility I did miss a couple things. So if you noticed anything that I didn't add in, definitely mention it down below so I can recheck that. And then for the next one, I will be sleeping in the basement. And when people think about our basement, they think, oh my gosh, you're gonna be down there in the dark by yourself where there's a surgical room and an 8-foot tall shadow figure? Yes, I am. And I'm quite excited about it because I'll be honest with you, I love the basement. That's where my office is. The basement is my safe zone and where I feel the most comfortable. So I am so ready to investigate the basement, mainly because for that one, I probably will sleep. I'm going to probably sleep nice and sound. Dr. Frank's going to be like, oh, she's sleeping. Let me go get her blanket. He's so nice and respectful, such a gentleman. So I'm extremely thrilled about that. So stay tuned. That's going to hopefully be coming out within the next month or two while I try to, starters, I've got to actually sleep here. So finding a night that we're not hosting tours or investigations in October, spooky season, it's kind of difficult for me to find something like that. But as soon as I can find a night where no one's doing anything and no one is here, definitely I will spend the night. I will go through that footage. We'll have that one for the next one. Then we'll finish up in the carriage house. And then there is a little special as well after the carriage house is over. So that you're going to have to wait quite a while for. So stay tuned for that too. And thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a wonderful time, and it's now off for me to go see the ghosties in my own home.